So we are all eating food which is prepared at home. Our elders are very happy that we are all going to be healthy. अच्छा है तुम बाहर नहीं खा रहे हो. You are going to be safe because the food quality is maintained. We are cooking everything in front of our eyes. Friends, this is the topic we'll cover in this video: food quality and food safety. We'll be talking about the various issues related to food safety and quality, and we'll also try to understand how foodborne illnesses occur, how we can protect ourselves from this. So, let's see this image and we'll try to understand the viewpoint of our elders also. Earlier, all the spices, the flour, it was all manufactured at home, it was crushed at home. And what happened later? जो हम spices and condiments which we use, the atta which we use, the oil, everything we get it from the market which is pre-packed. So the view of our kitchen has changed from the ancient days to this mechanized process where all the food is prepared in the machines, hardly any touching occurs. So when it is prepared in the machines and at mass levels, you cannot monitor the safety, and it has to be monitored by certain standards. So, what is the significance of food safety? The first importance is the foodborne diseases. We all need to be very cautious about the foodborne diseases, and we should try to stay safe away from it. Because in September 2010, it was found that over 3 million cases of acute diarrhea happen every year in our country amongst the children less than 5 years of age. It even causes a huge loss of life. Food we consume, that is why, should be wholesome and safe. Now we try to understand by this chart the significance. If the foodborne diseases are controlled, the mortality would be low. If the mortality is low, the people are healthy, then they'll be able to uh, incur more trade and tourism, which otherwise would be damaged. And damage to trade and tourism and other industries will lead to loss of earnings and unemployment. Litigations would increase, the people would have more cases, there would be more dissatisfaction, and this would finally impede the economic growth of our country. So, all these steps lead to the lower economic growth of the country also. So, food safety, food quality, and safety, why is it of greater importance each day? It is becoming a very fast developing field because of the fast changing lifestyles and eating habits. We all try to eat ready foods, we eat outside, which was not happening quite a few years back. We have more processed and packaged foods in the market, and everybody is using spices, condiments, spice powders, the mixtures which are readily available in the market. The transport is now done of bulk food. They are all carried in large quantities, and there is a big gap between the processing and consumption. This time gap, that as the time is increasing, the risk of reducing food quality and food safety is higher. The human susceptibility to diseases is also changing. Nowadays, we eat so many antibiotics and medicines that the immunity of our body to not only the microorganisms but also to antibiotics is reducing. The microbial adaptation to various microbes, various bacteria and viruses also changing. There is pollution in the environment, the soil, the air, the water, everything we breathe in is polluted. The use of pesticides, this is increasing the amount of chemicals in the food, even the grains and the agricultural products. The use of additives, preservative, colorants, everything we get in the market, you will find that added preservatives, added colorants, added uh, stabilizers. So this is all affecting the quality and food safety. But India is a signatory of World Trade Organization, and because of this signatures and this treaty, the markets are widely open for the Indian markets and the Indian industries both. So if we have to compete with the world markets, we need to maintain the food safety and food quality of international standards. Moreover, when we allow foreign countries to come into our country, then also we should strictly monitor the food safety, and it should be absolutely safe for the people of our country to consume it. International traveling is increasing, the people are more aware, more things are getting into the market, and everybody is ready to have them. Now we'll deal with the basic concepts we are going to study. The first would be food safety. Obviously, we are talking about it. Toxicity, it includes the toxins. Hazards, we'll be dealing with this. Food safety and food poisoning. And last would be food intoxication. These are the basic concepts. There are many more. Food safety. This is the symbol of food safety. It refers to handling, preparing, storing food in the way which is best to reduce the risk of individuals becoming sick from foodborne illnesses. That is, from the beginning to the serving and eating, the whole process should be safe and the food should be free from all microbes or infections. Assurance that food will not cause harm to any of the consumers. This assurance is also provided by the food safety. We'll be talking about toxicity and hazards. We already talked of these topics in the last slide. First, we begin with toxicity. What is toxicity? It is the capacity of a substance to produce harm or injury or any other kind of harm to the people under any conditions which are favorable. Now, toxicity is made of the word toxins. Toxins are present everywhere: air, water, food, soil, in all the products, and it is the capacity to harm. Now, these all food ingredients, they also carry the toxins. These are all chemicals. The toxins are inserted in various fruits and vegetables to make them look better. So, food toxins are substances covering a large variety of molecules with harmful effect on humans even at very low doses. So, if we have it even in low quantities, it's harmful. Now, what is a hazard? It is the relative probability that harm or injury will result when a substance is not used in prescribed manner and quantity. Most of the things carry toxins, but the quantity that we use, it makes all the difference. Now let us understand from this diagram of a funnel or a filter, what is a hazard? Hazard, this is the filter. There are three kinds of hazards: physical, chemical and biological. इनमें से अगर you have any one, then also what would be the result? It would be harmful and adverse effect on the health of consumers. तो अगर इनमें से एक भी है तो filter होने के बाद what would be the result? It would obviously harm our health. Now we come to physical hazard. What is a physical hazard? It is any physical material, कोई भी चीज वो जो है physical hazard में आएगी, which is not normally found in food, और उससे it causes illness or injury. Examples can be food, stone, parts of pests, hairs, etc. When we go to the market, बाहर का खाना खाते हैं, many of the time we find these things in the food, and this is a physical hazard. This diagram, which is given in your NCERT book, this summarizes it. Hair, beady, cigarette butts, buttons, strings, jute fabrics, jewelry, matchsticks, these are all physical hazards if they are present in food. This example of this picture also, it carries some item which is not part of the food which we are eating. This is also a physical hazard. Now chemical hazards, these are chemical or deleterious substances. जो भी chemicals हैं या खाने में नहीं present होते हैं, they may be intentional or unintentionally added to food. In both the cases, it is going to cause hazard. For example, pesticides, chemical residues, toxic materials, polychlorinated biphenyls, preservatives, food colors and other additives. These can be visible or invisible. Invisible chemical hazards, they include pesticides, veterinary residues, non-permissible food additives, adulterants, permissible food additives, cleaning chemicals. ये सब जो हैं, these are invisible and very commonly used. This is also invisibly, you can see these packing materials, they are all also polythenes. The polybags, they also cause chemical hazards. Biological hazards, these are the living organisms or microorganisms. They result in food causing diseases. They are termed foodborne pathogens. So, the microbes which cause diseases are foodborne pathogens. They can be visible or invisible. Okay, so visible biological hazards can be worms, cockroaches, caterpillars, weevils, flies. These are visible. And the invisible ones are bacteria, yeast, protozoa, molds, viruses, and they can be of two kinds. They cause infections also, and they also cause poisoning. And all the microbes, they are the examples of biological hazards. Among the various hazards, biological hazards are the most important cause of foodborne illnesses, and new pathogens, they continue to emerge, and because they continue to emerge, we need to keep pace with them. Now we come to food infection and food poisoning. It results from ingestion of live pathogenic organisms which multiply in the body and cause the disease. Please remember that it is the ingestion of food living pathogenic organisms, and if they are live, it is food infection. This is an example. The example is salmonella. You can see the picture also. They reproduce very quickly and it doubles its number every 20 minutes in the body, and you can see how poisonous it is going to be. The symptoms are diarrhea, fever, and abdominal cramps. They exist in the intestinal tracts of the animals and by cross contamination also. Now let us understand intestinal tract से हमारे पास कैसे आते हैं. These animals, इसके intestinal tract में you find the microbes. We consume the animal products, and this bacteria, it goes into our stomach causing food infection. What is cross contamination? Suppose a person has used this knife on a chopper, और इस knife में he has already infected it. अब कोई और जना आता है and he uses the knife. तो ये जो infection है, it passes on to another person, and this is known as cross contamination. Heat destroys this microbe, and the ways to prevent it are we should wash our hands, we should cook the meals properly. अगर हमारा खाने का temperature it's not very high or low, then also we can get infected. We should wash fruits and vegetables well before eating. Food intoxication, this term, some bacteria, they produce harmful toxins. We have already talked about bacteria in the last slide. Now these toxins, they are present in the food even after the pathogen is killed. In earlier food poisoning, we talked about the microbes which were live. Here, even after the pathogen is killed, the toxins are alive, and when the food is not cold or hot, they can harm us. These cannot be detected by smell, appearance or taste. तो हमें पता भी नहीं चलेगा, and we would be eating all these and getting infected. The example of this is Staphylococcus aureus. Now let's see a picture of Staphylococcus aureus. We'll see it later. Come on to the ways it is transmitted. It exists in air, dust and water. It is also present in the healthy individuals in the nasal passage, throat and skin, hair, the body parts. Now this healthy individual, it carries these organisms within on his body, और उसके बाद if any other person deals with the food जो कि इस जने ने देखा था, टच किया था, तो वो जो माइक्रोब्स हैं वो उस फूड पे आ गए होंगे कंटामिनेटिंग द फूड, और ये जो कंटामिनेटेड फूड है अगर कोई और जना लेगा तो ही वुड आल्सो गेट इल. डायरिया इज वन ऑफ द सिम्टम्स. दिस इज द पिक्चर ऑफ स्टेफाइलोकॉकस. We have already done this. Now the last is the parasite infection. Parasites, you all know, parasites are the creatures which live on some other living insect. So these are not living, लेकिन ये जो parasites है किसी और के ऊपर जीवित रहते हैं. तो parasites, they also cause infection. And another example of infestation is worm infestation by tapeworm in a pork. तो पिग्स पे जो है टेप वर्म्स बहुत कॉमन होते हैं, और जब हम उसको पका के पोक के फॉर्म में खाते हैं, दीज टेप वर्म्स दे गेट इनटू आवर बॉडी एंड दे बिकम्स पैरासाइट बिकॉज दे लिव इन आवर stomach. Food infested by pests and insects, it's all visible in these two pictures. The flies, the rats, these are all pests and insects. They infect our food. Now what are the factors which lead to food safety and quality? Why is it going to be so important? Because we shall begin with human host, animal host and interaction with humans. Because आजकल कोरोना चल रहा है, ये हमें जल्दी समझ में आ जाएगा. तो ये जो कोरोना का जो वायरस आया था, this also came from an animal. It was transmitted to humans. So human host, अभी हमने tapeworms के बारे में भी पढ़ा था. Human host और animal host जिसके अंदर वो पहले था, and the interaction between the two. The greater the interaction, the more are the chances of reducing food quality. उसके बाद द पैथोजन इटसेल्फ, वो जो अपने आप में एक माइक्रोब है, वो कितना डेंजरस है, वो कौन से कहाँ पर सर्वाइव कर सकता है. एंड एवरी डे वी आर बीइंग एक्सपोज टू न्यू पैथोजेंस. इन द लास्ट फ्यू ईयर्स मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ पैथोजेंस हैव बीन डिस्कवर्ड हु आर स्पॉइलिंग आवर हेल्थ एंड द फूड. और अब जो हमारा फूड है दैट इज ऑल्सो produced on great scale, mass production and food processing. सारे products, अभी हम कह रहे थे हम खाना घर में बना रहे हैं, but look at the spices we have, the salt, the mixtures we are using, जितने भी हम मसाले खा रहे हैं, दालें, they are all processed. और globalization, the whole world is open as a market और सबकी countries का खाना यहाँ आ रहा है and our food is going out. So we need to maintain the standards and the quality of food. So how the food is processed, what is being processed, how is it handled, stored, these all steps are very important and we need to be careful about all the steps. पहले क्या होता था, जो प्रोडक्ट बना है हम सिर्फ उसी को टेस्ट कर लेते थे और हमें लगता था इट्स मोर देन इनफ, बट द होल प्रोसेस नीड्स टू बी very cautiously monitored. So genetic exchange and mutation of the organisms, ये तो pathogens हैं, these are mutating so fast that it is very difficult to keep a track of their changes and the diseases they are causing. Our eating habits are continuously changing, the temperature, global warming, it is all contributing to the increase of these hazards. Host susceptibility, this is also on a rise. Malnutrition, age, इसकी वजह से लोगों की जो immunity है, fight करने की जो power है वो भी reduce होती चली जा रही है, and this also needs care. Its examples are notavirus, rotavirus, hepatitis E. They all contribute to about 70% of the cases of infections. New pathogens, they continue to evolve and therefore we have to be on our toes to find new methods to isolate, control and detect their presence in food. Now this is the last term on our video, this particular video, that is contamination and adulteration. We'll be dealing with it and try to understand this. Contamination, you can see all these are the factors which lead to contamination. Raw material हमारा कैसा है, water can be contaminated, soil और dust जो है हमारे आसपास, that also leads to contamination. जो sewage है, जो कूड़ा है, garbage है, human handling, how we are handling our food, the packaging material, the polythenes, the plastics that we use, the animals, rodents, insects, they all cause food in contamination. And what is contamination? It is the presence of harmful, objectionable foreign substances in food. They can be chemicals, microorganisms, dilutants, additives, preservatives, colors, anything. It can be before, during or after at any stage of processing or storage of food. This all leads to contamination. This example is very clear. This tomato, it looks very healthy, but when you look it through the lens or a microscope, you will find that many microbes are present. This is contamination. ये microbes dust से भी आ सकते हैं, किसी भी pollutant से आ सकते हैं, हमारी handling से आ सकते हैं, from anywhere. Now we come to adulteration. Adulteration of vegetables, you can see this injection. ये जब हम लगा रहे हैं, क्यों लगा रहे हैं, इसको दिखने में अच्छा लगे, और ये जो केमिकल्स का इंडक्शन है ये इसकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स या इसकी जो बेसिक क्वालिटीज हैं उसको ऑल्टर कर रहा है, एंड दैट इज व्हाई इट इज एडल्टरेशन. इंटेंशनल और एक्सीडेंटल, रिमेंबर बोथ ऑफ दीज आर कवर्ड. एडिशन ऑफ प्योर, impure, cheap ingredients to cheat, cheapen any preparation, any items which alters the properties and composition या diminishes the quality of food. चाहे वो दूध में पानी हो, पानी हो सकता है आपको नुकसान ना पहुंचाए, वो साफ पानी है तो it would not cause any harm, but it alters the properties. Similarly here we can see black pepper, इसमें क्या मिलावट हुई है, adulteration. papaya seeds, we can test it, और papaya seeds हो सकता है वो हमें harm ना करें, but it alters the properties and the characteristics of black pepper. It diminishes the quality of food, and this is adulteration. I hope the difference between contamination and adulteration is very clear. Be careful. Don't eat contaminated and adulterated food. Keep away from it. Stay healthy. I hope the topics are clear. If you have understood, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. And make everybody cautious. Eat healthy food. Stay away from contamination. Enjoy your learning and keep at